What's up, family? Hey, so it's cold. When you see me bundled up like this or with a hoodie on and I'm making my videos, it's normally first thing in the morning. Um, right now, I think it's like 3:30. I normally try to make them the night before or the evening before. Um, Yesterday, I got home, meditated, and it's like, what am I going to talk about? I couldn't get anything. I didn't get a response, and I'm not gonna just make a video just to make a video and just. So it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to sleep on that. You know, what I mean, normally that's what that means. You're gonna have to sleep on this one. So I went to sleep. Woke up. It was like 2:40 something. I was like, oh my gosh. Here we go. I'm gonna talk to you guys today about something. Why do I always share my stories? If you've been with me for a while, you probably can't tell by the titles, but man, I share a lot of stories. Um, and when I say stories, I share a lot of my experiences. And I do that for a number of reasons. I don't do it because I'm looking for attention. I don't do it because I have a victim mentality. I don't do it because I'm trying to dog somebody out in my family or somebody from my past or anything of that nature. That's so not who I am. That's not me at all. I share my stories because in our society and when we go through things, we often feel like we're all alone. A lot of times when we're going through struggles or we're going through rough patches in our life, it seems like nobody can understand. It seems like, man, we're the only person going through this. We're the only person to have gone through this. And it's crazy because then we start thinking, man, why do I have to have such a jacked up life? Why do my life have to be so bad? Why does my family got to be so twisted? You know what I mean? And we start thinking all these different things. And the reality is, when you put on a video and you see somebody else's experiences, you hear somebody else's experiences, it's like, man, I'm not alone. You know what I mean? Man, I'm not the only one with crazy background. You know what I mean? I'm not the only one with twisted childhood. Man, I'm not the only one who's gone through things in relationships. I'm not the only one who's gone through the fire. And so now there's that commonality, that man, there's other people. There's other people. And matter of fact, not just that there's other people. Man, I see my situation a little different now. Man, I could be a little more grateful about my situation now, you know what I mean? Because the reality is, man, I thought I had it bad. And, I hear somebody else's story, I hear somebody else's experiences, and it's like, wow, my situation could have been a whole lot worse, And so now we're more grateful, we're more appreciative of the things that we've gone through, and because we understand, man, it could have been a whole lot different. It could have been a whole lot different. However bad it was, it could have been a whole lot worse. I promise you that. It could have been a lot worse. Another reason why I share my experiences is because we have to learn that our experiences aren't to destroy us. They're to teach us lessons. They're to prepare us. I don't care how difficult your situation is. I don't care how challenging your situation is. It's there to prepare you for something. It's there to teach you some things. And if you're anything like me, man, I was hard headed. I was stubborn. Some people stiff neck, whatever. I will call it what you want to call it. You know what I mean? I was straight up rebellious. You know what I mean? And I say rebellious because I was going to do it my way. I was going to do it my way. And so, in reality, man, I had to be broke. I had to be humbled. I had to be humbled. And man, um, I'm humbled. You know what I mean? I can't go through no more. I'm done. You know what I mean? I'm done. I can't handle no more. I've been broke. And it's crazy because being rebellious and being hardened like that served me well in life until it didn't serve me anymore. I'm going to say that again. We grow up a certain way. We go through certain things and it hardens us. It toughens us. It hardens you and toughens you just to get you through that period because you're not emotionally capable of processing, dealing with, and resolving the internal conflicts you have going on at that time. And so life hardens you. It's a natural self-defense mechanism. It hardens you, it toughens you to get you through that period. And then life has a process of softening you, humbling you, breaking you. And I promise you, every single one of us at some point in time is going to be broken. Every single one of us at some point in time is going to be humbled. We're going to get humbled. And the more you fight it, the more humbled you're going to become. You know, it's crazy. Guys just tell women all the time, man, don't fight falling in love with me. Just go with the flow, because the more you fight it, the harder you fall. And then he's like, "Oh, you arrogant, what do?" It's like, man, I'm just trying to tell you, you know. And it's crazy. I saw that for women falling that were in relationships with me, and they used to try to act all hard and act like they wasn't gonna fall. It's like, man, I'm just trying to tell you, the harder you fight it, you know, the more you resist it, harder you're gonna fall, you know. But I couldn't understand that for me. I saw that in relationships with the women, you know, but I couldn't get that understanding for me. The harder and the more I resist being humbled in life, man, the more humbled I was going to become. Because I fought it so much, I resisted being broken so much, the more broke I became, the more humbled I became. And it's not this pseudo fake humbleness that, you know, people walk around with, you know what I mean? And I see it a lot with church people, you know. I see it a lot in church people, this fake humbleness, you know what I mean? That's masked in that's masking arrogance and self-righteousness, you know what I mean? That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about at all. Those people, I don't judge them, I don't condemn them. They just haven't gotten to that broken spot yet, that brokenness yet. They're gonna get there, you know what I mean? So don't judge them. I'm just using that as an example. Don't be like that. And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about to the point where, man, and you know when you get there, you know you're there. Nobody has to tell you. You know it without a shadow of doubt. If you don't know anything else, you know you've been broken. You know what I mean? You know you've been humbled. You know you've been humbled. And you know it's genuine. Regardless of what other people say, people could say this, now oh, he's so this and she's so that, da 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 da. Man, that's you don't even trip off of that. You don't even trip off of that. You know that's just their perception, that's their issues, and a lot of times that's them projecting their own issues onto you. And a lot of times is they don't understand how you can be so humble and be so broken, because if they were in your situation, they would be the most arrogant and the most uppity. You know what I mean? It is what it is, family. It is what it is. But we can't become so judgmental. You know what I mean? And so when I talk about my stories, and man, I've gone through a lot of stupid stuff. I've done a lot of stupid stuff. You know, if you go watch some of my earlier videos, man, I poured it out. You know, some of the stuff. Why? Because we're all the same. We're all the same. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what country you live in. I don't care what sex you identify as or what your sexual identification is. Man, I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't care what your sexual orientation is. None of that stuff matters to me. We're all the same. We're all the same. And what I mean by that, we're all the same. We all go through things in life. We all want to be loved. We all have love to give. And for those of us that have kids, man, we just want our kids to be able to have a nice place to grow up in and want them to do something righteous with their life, do something positive with their life. We all just really want to live a peaceful life. We all just really want to have some fun. That's at our core. We're all like that. But then we allow our issues, our experiences, to come in play. And most of us, we live off of our feelings. And what do I mean by that? Instead of living off who we are at our core, you know what I mean? The great majority of us, we live up here in our head. We respond from our ego. We respond from our pride, our arrogance, you know what I mean? Our shame, our guilt, our fear, our anger, and any and every other insecurity we have. And so I share my stories and my experiences because I want you to see, I want you to understand that, man, we're all like this. At some point, we all have fears. We all have some insecurities. All of us. That's not, that's nothing to be ashamed about. And so my hope is that by me being transparent, you can see that, okay, man, it's okay for me to be transparent. Because the reality is, I always thought that, by being transparent, people were going to dog you out and people were going to try to take advantage of you. People can't take advantage of you. You don't let people take advantage of you. Just because you're transparent don't mean that you got to be a doormat. Just because you're transparent don't mean that you got to be a stepping stool. Just because you're transparent don't mean that you got to be used and abused. We're transparent to help others heal and grow. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.